Hello, welcome to my picnic at the opera. Woohoo! We are coming to you live from the City Opera House in beautiful downtown Traverse City, Michigan. Today's show will be benefiting the Fresh Food Partnership with their program coordinator, Karen Fulkerson. And we will be hanging out with my friend, David Chown on the piano. Give it up, please. David, you look very dapper today.
Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah. We've also got Michael Delp, our poet, joining us today. Let's hear a round of applause for him. And I will have a lovely co-host, former National Cherry Queen, Courtney Hanley. All right.
Thanks, everybody. What do you have cooked up for us today, Miriam?
We have the musical genius of Don, Julin, and Billy Strings. Who here has already heard of them? Or heard them? They're amazing. I'm so excited.
That sounds fantastic. And don't forget to join me later in the show as we get a sneak peek at an amazing local artist, Glenn Wolff, who's going to share with us a little bit about what he's been working on and what he has in store for us.
All right.
Cool. All right. Take it away.
Thank you very much. This first song I'm going to do for you is called With the Top Down. Hope you like it. It's a song I wrote when I was 17 years old on a beautiful spring day in northern Michigan. Oh my God, I never seen such a beautiful day. Can't believe it's finally May. I've been stuck inside, my skin's so white it's blinding. But here we are with the sun in our eyes and a breeze that makes my hair start flying. A butterfly just landed. I'm gonna paint my toenails bright red. Gonna sleep in the grass instead of my bed. Gonna climb a tree that just last month looked dead. Ooh, let's go for a ride. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go for a ride, you and me with the top down. Listen to the sounds of spring. See everything in color instead of just black and white. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Turn the radio up and we can sing along. Watch the world come back to life how it should be. Oh, you and me with the top down, never gonna turn around until we get to where we wanna be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, I never seen such a beautiful you. Can't believe you love me too. I've been stuck in a life with no love, but here you are reminding me that there's somebody out there for everyone. Somebody to lay in the sun with. You're my spring, my summer too. You're the sun, you're the trees, you're the crescent moon. You're my Friday night, you're my northern star. I wanna be everywhere you are. Oh, let's go for a ride, you and me with the top down. Listen to the sounds of spring. See everything in color instead of just black and white. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Turn the radio up and we can sing along. Watch the world come back to life how it should be. Oh, you and me with the top down, never gonna turn around until we get to where we wanna be. You and me with the top down, listen to the sounds of spring. See everything in color instead of just black and white. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Turn the radio up and we can sing along. Watch the world come back to life how it should be. Oh, you and me with the top down, never gonna turn around until we get to where we wanna be. Never gonna turn around. Never gonna turn around. Never gonna turn around. never, never gonna turn around. Ooh, oh, baby. Oh, till we get to where we wanna be. Thank you very much. Good job, David. All right, thank you so much. We are going to now invite my wonderful special guests. We are pleased to have Don Julin, local legendary mandolin player and 3-time winner of the Northern Express's Best All-Around Musician Award. All right. His music has been used in TV and film, and he has recently authored the book, Mandolin for Dummies. Has anybody seen that in your local store? All right. Joining Don, we have the up-and-coming red-hot guitar-playing vocalist, Billy Strings. He has electrified the Northern Michigan music scene with his renditions of bluegrass tunes, both new and old, and we are pleased to have them both on our show. So one more time, please put your hands together for Don Julin and Billy Strings.
Thank you so much.
They're going to perform a song for us, and I will be right back with them in just a moment. Take it away, guys.
There's an old tune called Long Journey Home. 2, 3, 4. I lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Well, black smoke rising and it looks like a train. Looks like a train, boy, it looks like a train. Black smoke rising and it looks like a train. I'm on my long journey home. I lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. All right, Don. Out in the east and it looks like some rain. Looks like some rain, boys, looks like some rain. Out in the east and it looks like some rain. I'm on my long journey home. Well, I lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Way down. On down the line, boys, on down the line. Little girl waiting for me on down the line. I'm on my long journey home. Well, I lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Yes, I'm on my long journey home.
To have them on this show. Aren't they amazing? So in my little Google research, I love Google. I always am researching little things. I found out some things about you both. You both grew up you both were born in southern Michigan,
You both were born into musical families, and you both were little punks. Let me explain. I have some quotes that I want to share. First, Don, this was written by your mother.
Who's sitting right here in the front
row. Are you joking? Oh!
Hi, Mom.
Thank you for coming. All right, this is from donjulin.com. It's just a short excerpt. If you want to read the rest of the story that she wrote, it's wonderful. So you, Joan, you really appreciated music growing up, and you wanted your kids to have that same appreciation. So you signed them up for accordion lessons. And your sister Bonnie was already taking them, and she was trying to get Don to, fall in love with music and the accordion. So she says, I recall one time in particular that Don, who was 5 years old at the time, was not having what you would call a good practice session. He seemed to be making a lot of mistakes, and one would think that he was doing it on purpose. I remember scolding him and telling him if he wasn't going to make good use of his time and practice correctly, that he could just take that accordion off. And he did. He threw the accordion down on the cement basement floor, and he didn't pick up another musical instrument until he was 19 years old. And just to further hit home how adorable this is a picture of Don Julin as a child that just melted my heart. You guys can see it better up there on the monitor. Is that the cutest little kid you've ever seen? So then that's Don's story. And then Billy, this was taken from your recent interview in the Northern Express. You said, there was always music in my house, and when I was 3 years old, I got a plastic toy guitar. There's a video of me sitting in my high chair playing music, which, by the way, you got to put that on YouTube. We all want to see that. When I was 4 years old, my dad and I were walking through an antique store in Ionia, and I saw an old guitar there. I threw a fit. I had to have it. And my dad hardly had any money, but he paid the $25, and that was my first guitar. 4 years old. So he threw a fit, and I was thinking, that's a lesson for parents, right? Because if I'm in the store and my kid throws a fit, I say, well, now you're really not getting it. But if your dad had taken the Miriam Picó approach, we might not have a Billy Strings today. So I'm going to keep that in mind. The spunky kids are the coolest adults, I think. So you guys have another song you're going to do, right?
Sure.
All right, take it away.
All right. One called Little Maggie. 1, 2, 3. Some other man. Yep. Well, how can I ever stand it just to see them two blue eyes? They're shining like a diamond in the sky. Seen little Maggie, she was sitting on the banks of a sea with an old 44 around her and a banjo on her knee. Sometimes I have a dime, sometimes I have $10. I'm gonna pay little Maggie's fine. Late chain. Little Maggie's gonna dance for Daddy. Won't you listen to this old guitar ring? Pretty flowers were made for blooming. Pretty stars were made to shine. Pretty women were made for loving. Little Maggie was made to be mine. Oh, you understand? Little Maggie, gonna do the best you can. Gonna get me another woman. You can get you another man. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, guys. So, Don, when did you guys first start collaborating together?
Well, you moved to town about a year and a half ago?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so I guess it was about a year ago. I was in the middle of writing the book, Mandolin for Dummies, and I had heard, hey, there's this kid that moved to town. You gotta see this guy. So I grabbed my laptop and went down to the Brew and watched you play, and introduced myself and said, hey, I'm in the middle of this project, but as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna call you. And that's really how it happened. About the time the book was wrapping up, I gave him a call and went over to his house, played for about a half hour, and we went, yeah, this will work. Let's go. Yeah, let's go get some gigs. So yeah, we're kind of learning repertoire as we go, and but it sure is a blast. You know, and I have to say, I noticed when you showed that picture of me earlier. Did you notice that in that picture I've got your haircut?
Very dapper. Very nice.
So, for whatever that's worth,
meant
I
to
just
be.
thought I would share that. I noticed that. So.
Well, how has being in Traverse City affected your life as musicians? Since neither of you are originally from here.
Who would you like to answer that?
How about Billy first?
Well, you know, before I moved up here, I wasn't doing very much with music. I've played my whole life, but never really professionally. And now I've been playing up here for just over a year, and a lot has happened in that year. And I thank you all for it, because I just have such a warm welcome everywhere I go. And we love to do it for you, you know. So I feel if God gave me a gift, it's my duty to pass it on to you if you enjoy it. So,
We do.
you know, Traverse City is wonderful. All the people are so nice, and there's art, and there's music, and there's wine and beer and good food, and I don't know anything about the wine or beer, but
He's not old enough to know anything about the wine or beer.
yeah. But it's been great, and I thank everybody so much for all of the encouragement. It's wonderful.
Very good. Well, it's easy to encourage good talent, so thank you guys so much. Where can people catch you playing?
A couple blocks that way at Little Bo's on Thursday nights. Occasionally we play directly below here at the Brew. Sometime we play over at Inside Out Gallery. If you're having a private party at your house and have your favorite 20 or 30 guests, and we could be playing there. Wherever.
All right.
We're around town though. Come hang out with us.
Should they check out donjulin.com in order to
You
get a hold
could,
of them?
yes. donjulin.com has schedules and photographs and videos and more than you would like to know about us.
And the wonderful story written
Right,
by Joan.
right.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to join you guys for a song now, if that's
We'd
cool.
love it.
Awesome.
Okay. What's the name of this song, Billy? What's the little story
This
about?
one's called Angel Band. It's a good old gospel number, you know. I really enjoy the old-timey gospel songs. When I was little, my grandma used to take me to the Baptist church, and, you know, there was no instruments really, but just good straight harmony, good vocals, you know, and I remember that as a boy. It really helped me with my music, you know, as far as the vocal part of it. But here's a good old gospel tune called Angel Band. My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph has begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear my lung and heart to him who bled and died for me, whose blood now cleanses all from sin and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how can people find your CDs or your music? I know you have a bunch of recordings, and I know you're working on something. Is anything available yet?
Not for me. But
A few weeks. We have a CD recorded. Billy and I have it all recorded. And,
Oh, wonderful.
And we're patiently waiting for this awesome graphic artist to put the finishing touches on the cover. And
the
then
music's there. It
Right.
exists.
Nice. Well, we can't wait.
So weeks or maybe a month or something like that. Soon.
All right. Very good. So can people are you on Facebook? Can people go on there and
Sure,
like
you
your
can
page?
find you can find us on Facebook, on Reverb Nation, on YouTube.
Wonderful.
I think we're becoming easy to find.
All
on the
right,
internet.
good.
Google.
Google.
Just
Yeah.
Google.
Just type it in. Type it in. Billy Strings and Don Julin. You'll find us.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to take a short break. Give it up for these two one more time. Thank you. Now we have our renowned writer and author of books such as his most recent work, As If We Were Prey, He also received several awards for his teaching creative writing at the Interlochen Arts Academy. Poet Michael Delp.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to know what it's like to sit here, you should try and follow that. That is virtually, I almost went home. But today I bow to that beautiful work, and I bow to the work of Glenn Wolff, and he's going to talk a little bit about Jerry Dennis. So I'm going to read 2 short water poems for you today. The first one is called The Language of Water. My father knew the movements of water, the way it held fast, then curled around rocks in the river. He could judge the depth of a lake by the faint edge of darkness he saw in the water, looking down over the side of the boat. Today I went fishing alone and held my head out over the water. I looked at my face, his face, for a long time, squinted beyond reflection, then swirled the lake with my hand, waiting for the surface to grow darker, give way, then go calm, this face growing back slowly. Sometimes at night I go out on the grass, put my ear to the ground and listen. 3 days ago this water fell out of the sky. A week from now it will rise back into the air. Branch water, well water, creek water, root water, the water of thunderstorms. I press closer, listen. Somewhere water is falling, rising. And in the dream I have of falling and rising, I will wake again and again, a man baptized constantly by the voices of water. And another poem that involves my father. It's called Diving for My Father. It is 1958. My father is lost somewhere on Bass Lake. I see myself grabbing at the water over the side of the boat, sure he is there, floating face upward, certain I will see the glance of starlight off his eyes. For a while I dragged bottom with a set of 6 treble hooks tied to a lead weight, finally stopping in the middle, the line fast at 60 feet. I slide in, take the line in my hands, follow it down to where he rests on the bottom, both of us staring into the other's blue eyes. I put him on my back, speak this dream into his ear, and he tells me how he is there every night, watching the stars through 60 feet of clear water. How it is that somehow he enters my dream through the bottom of the lake, waits for me there, for the swimming down, the carrying back. Thank you for coming. Where's Miriam?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Fresh Food Partnership, Karen Volkerson. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on today. What is the mission of the Fresh Food Partnership?
Well, the Fresh Food Partnership mission is twofold, and it's pretty simple and pretty powerful. One, we feed folks in need with fresh, nutritious food. And 2, we support local agriculture by purchasing that fresh food from our local farmers.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and how that works is that through fundraising, we're supported solely on fundraising and donations. We take that money and we buy fresh food from local farmers, and then through a network of about 35 volunteers, they distribute that to over 25 local food pantries in the 5-county area: Antrim, Benzie, Grand Traverse, Leelanau, and Kalkaska counties.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how did you first get involved, Karen?
2 words, empty bowls. I don't know, I imagine that there's probably some folks here who have attended it, but last year in April, I had recently retired and moved up to the area and wanted to do something to get engaged in the community, and stumbled upon the Empty Bowls fundraiser, and had the opportunity to serve soup at that, and what a cool event that is. And it's really popular in the area. It's in its 9th year, and we'll be holding that again this year in April 14th, as a matter of fact.
Where will that be?
Haggerty Center.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very nice. What are the ticket prices? Or
It's
how can people come to
it's $15 a person, and with that you get to choose a bowl that has been created by students and local artists in the area. They're so cool. And then you get to taste soup that's been created and made for you by some of our very best chefs in the area. And in addition, you get to listen to music, and I think perhaps somebody here might also be there singing. So,
Nice.
So yeah, it's a fun event, all ages, and there's also a silent auction, so some really cool things get auctioned off as well. So, really enjoyable event. And in fact, I think last year was the either second or third year in a row that they've been named one of the top 3 hot best by Traverse Magazine charity events. So, yeah, cool thing to
attend. So if people
attend.
want more information about that, where do they go?
www.freshfoodpartnership.org.
Okay, very good. What has been the best experience for you with this organization so far?
You know, it's hard to pick one thing because, you know, I get to each week work with great volunteers and farmers in the area and distribute food to really appreciative people. And so it's hard to pick one thing, but I think the one thing that really resonates with me the most is that we're so relevant. Just this morning, as I was getting ready, I heard on the news that scientists have they've researched and discovered that children sometimes are allergic and sneezing and runny nose, and we assume it's a cold or allergies, and they've actually linked it to fast food. And what they've discovered even more to bring that point home is that children who actually have fresh food in their diet are less likely to have either allergies or asthma or those kinds of things. And so our obesity epidemic and you know, all of those things are still like really relevant, and our local farmers are really struggling. So what we're doing really is helping in all those areas. And I think that Fresh Food's mission to really make sure that everyone has access to fresh food is just key. I mean, how can you beat that?
No, it's fantastic.
So yeah, we're doing good things and just a really good network of great people.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's give it up for Karen
Yeah,
Fulkerson and Fresh Food Partnership. She brought a short video, so if you'd please turn your attention, here it is.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, my name is Karen Fulkerson, and I'm excited to tell you about the critical work of the Fresh Food Partnership. Now in its 10th year, the Fresh Food Partnership is an established coalition of volunteers and community organizations with a twofold mission. First, we provide locally grown, fresh, nutritious food to people in need through pantries, shelters, and community meal programs in northern Michigan. Second, we support local agriculture by purchasing that fresh food from area farms at a fair market price. Nearly 36 dedicated volunteers distribute that fresh food to pantries, shelters, and meal programs across our 5-county area of Antrim, Benzie, Grand Traverse, Kalkaska, and Leelanau counties. The need has never been greater. With Michigan's poverty rate rising over 16%, many more people are seeking emergency food assistance. Last year, a record 370,000 visits were made to pantries, shelters, and community meal programs in our area. That's 50,000 more than in 2011 and a 400% increase since the Fresh Food Partnership was founded in 2003. Families facing poverty and food insecurity often face additional risks of poor nutrition by resorting to lower cost, lower quality diets dominated by highly processed food. Such diets have been shown to contribute to our nation's epidemic of obesity, diabetes, and other nutrition-related illnesses. In addition to feeding us the freshest foods, productive farms contribute to the local economy, provide habitat for the wildlife, and frame the rural beauty of our region. Without a sustainable market of fair prices and wages, small local farms may soon be a thing of the past. The Fresh Food Partnership is working hard to help preserve our local agriculture and improve access to fresh food for those in need. In the past year alone, 35 dedicated volunteers transported nearly 70,000 pounds of fresh produce from local farms to more than 25 pantries, meal programs, and shelters in the 5-county area. As a result, nearly $53,000 was reinvested into local farms. Over the last 5 years, we have distributed more than 310,000 pounds of fresh local produce, reinvesting nearly $200,000 into the local economy. None of this is possible without generous community support. Please consider a donation of time or money to help the Fresh Food Partnership continue this important work in our community. Your tax-deductible gift will help ensure that families who depend on the emergency food system will receive nutritious fruits and vegetables from local farms. To learn more about the Fresh Food Partnership and support its mission, please give us a call at 231-929-3696 or visit us at www.freshfoodpartnership.org. Thank you.
Days can be sunny with never a sigh. Don't need what money can buy. Birds in the trees sing their days full of song. Why shouldn't we sing along? I'm chipper all the day, happy with my lot. How do I get that way? Look at what I've got. Whoa, I've got rhythm, I got music, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies in green pastures, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him round my door. I've got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. David Chown, everybody. Ooh, I got everything I need. Oh, no, 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 I don't need anything, no. I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man Trouble, I don't mind him, and you're not gonna find him knocking around my door, no, no. I've got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I've got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more, anything more. Thank you very much. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with Glenn Wolff. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
gentlemen, Courtney Hanley.
Thanks, Miriam. Your song was great.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. All right. Well, we might as well just get right to it. Let's bring out Glenn Wolff, a wonderful local artist. Please help me welcome him. All right, awesome. Have a seat. Thanks, Glenn. All right. Thank you so much for being here today and
it's a pleasure.
Sharing with us. So why don't you go ahead and give us a quick introduction. Let us all know what you're about.
Grew up here, product of the fine schools of Traverse City. Went to art school in Minneapolis, went from there to New York because my good friend John Wunsch had a job for me designing sets for an off-Broadway theater company that folded 1 month after I got there.
Oh, gosh.
So I became a messenger and then an illustrator, and after starting a family there, moved back here, and have been making fine art and illustrating books and playing a little bit of music since then.
Awesome. How did you first learn that you had this special talent?
Well, let's see, I started copying drawings out of Marvel Comics. And my mother was an artist, and when she saw me doing that, she said, you know, that cross-hatching and that pen and ink style is cool, but look at the stuff by Leonardo da Vinci and Albrecht Dürer. And I was hooked when I saw that stuff.
That's awesome. So you have a degree in printmaking, is that correct?
I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
Okay. So could you tell us a little bit about what that means?
It means it's hard to make a living. I got that, and I got that from the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, and kind of struggled there for a little while, and then had the opportunity, like I said, to go to New York, and started taking a small portfolio I had around. And after a while, I started getting work. The first job I got was with the Saturday Review, and then the Village Voice, and then the New York Times, and before long, I sort of became the default fish guy at the New York Times, because I was from Michigan.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We all love fish, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a favorite illustrator or artist that has inspired you, or that you've tried to maybe mimic, or anything like that?
Well, like I said, you know, I love pen and ink. That's one of my big illustration styles. So the notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci, Albrecht Dürer, Rembrandt, all that stuff. But contemporary artists too, and there's just a ton of great, inspiring artists around here that I love to watch. Awesome.
So I know you're a musician and you're an artist. You must feed your muse somehow. Is music inspiring to you?
Music really helps. It's kind of my social interaction. You know, it gets me out of the studio, and I'm a functional bass player. I'm okay, but I get to hang out with really good cats. Like I'm in another band with Don Julin, the Neptune Quartet, and just being there, able to play with guys like that, it's just truly inspiring to see them tear it up and be a part of that. So that's a big inspiration for me.
That's awesome. I know that you are involved in organizations and foundations. One in particular is the Wings of Wonder, which happens to be on display currently at the Opera House. How did you get involved in those sorts of organizations?
Again, we've got such a great community with so many great organizations, Wings of Wonder, Land Use Institute, the Conservancies. We just kind of met each other, and with Wings of Wonder, this is a piece that I did that's a collaboration with the Wings of Wonder project. An amazing teacher at Platte River Elementary School, Sarah Slade, developed a curriculum called Raptors in Our Watershed with Rebecca Lessard, the Wings of Wonder founder. And that allows us to come in, and kids can learn about hawks and eagles and vultures. In their classroom, they study science, they read, they observe and sketch artifacts and live birds that Rebecca brings in. So this piece here is a sort of a collaborative piece that I did with the 6th graders from Platte River Elementary. Every little patch you see there is a sketch that one of the students did from their observations. And then I did like a big sketch of a portrait of a red-tailed hawk, and I let the students art direct me, just like I would, you know, work with an art director in New York if I'm doing a piece for the New York Times. So I love to sort of treat them as artistic equals, and they kind of steer me they art direct me and what to do, and then over a period of time we sort of collage all their sketches over my sketch, and I try to just enter my hand in enough to get the idea across, but not cover up too much of their really good stuff. And if you look at this stuff closely, you can just find you can get lost in these things, and that's what I really like about it.
It's wonderful. You did a wonderful job together. So while we're talking about your art, we might as well talk about the other pieces that you've brought along that are sitting behind us. Why don't we talk about this one that's behind me first?
Okay. You know, how many people are on the web, the interweb and Facebook and stuff like that? I do. We all are. It's guilty. This is an old-fashioned broadside print. It started with a copper plate engraving that I did of this trout. I showed it to my friend Jerry Dennis, and I said, what does the trout think about in winter? So this piece is called The Trout in Winter. I think you know Jerry. He's written, we've collaborated on 6 or so books together. This is his most recent, The Windward Shore, and I did wood engravings for that book that came out a couple of years ago. So we printed this piece old school in an old-fashioned letterpress out at Deepwood Press with Chad Postotnik. It's out in Mansalona. Every letter is a piece of cold press type, and it's all composed in a form and then printed on an old Heidelberg press. So it was so nice to be non-digital. It was just a blast.
It's beautiful. It turned out great. And what about the other piece?
Well, I like a lot of mixed media work. You know, I don't paint on traditional surfaces a lot. I like old wood. My favorite art store is really Odom's Reuse Lumber in Grand. So this piece is on an old cabinet door, and it's of one of my favorite spots that my girlfriend Emily and I go to a lot, North Bar Lake, and it's titled First Snow at North Bar.
It's beautiful. And I know you brought something else along with you. There is another book in your lap. Would you like to talk about that?
Well, yes. Thank you, Courtney.
You're very welcome.
You had asked me what's coming up for the year.
Yes.
This is a Christmas book I did back in 1996, and it came out recently in a 15th anniversary edition. I can't believe I'm that old that I can have a 15th anniversary edition of a book. It's called Flight of the Reindeer, and the author and I, Bob Sullivan, just signed contracts to do a new book that I'm working on right now. In fact, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to work on sketches for that. It's called A Child's Christmas in New England, and it'll be out for Christmas, next Christmas.
All right, awesome. Well, if any of you are interested in viewing and learning more about Glenn's artwork, you can visit his virtual studio, which is glennwolff.com. And I know that there are a few other places where you can locate your work as well around the area.
Yes, I'm represented exclusively around here by the Tamarack Gallery in Omena, Michigan, which is just a gorgeous place to go and get lost in. They have wonderful treasures up there.
All right.
And yeah, on the interweb, Glenn Wolff Studio on the Facebook.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Please help me give Glenn a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Glenn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Glenn, did everybody know that Glenn is also an amazing bass player? And Billy Strings, one more time. This song, they showed it to me the other night at our little rehearsal, and I just fell in love with it. I went home and listened to it over and over and over. The Ralph Stanley version, right? That's what you played for?
Yes, ma'am.
So good. So here it is. Yes, ma'am. Here we go. It's called Riding on That Midnight Train.
1, 2, 3. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's a hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Play one now. No matter what I say or do, you're never satisfied. I tried and tried so many times, I'm leaving you now, goodbye. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. never understand. Just to fall in love with a girl like you who's in love with some other man. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's a hand low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Play it, boy. I'm riding on that midnight train, my head's a hand low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, guys. All right, we got time for one more song. I'm going to ask these two to join me. It's a little jazz standard called L-O-V-E. You ready, David? Yes, we are. One, two,
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Billy, you want to take it away?
Thank you all so much.
Right there. Stay out here. Why not?
Live TV, we don't know what we're doing.
Well, that was our show today. I hope you all enjoyed your lunch. I'd like to thank Karen Fulkerson and the Fresh Food Partnership. Karen, are you back there? Why don't you come on out? Very nice. Billy Strings, Don Julin, and Glenn Wolff for being our special guests, and Michael Delp, our poet. I'd like to thank you. Thank you for joining us today, everybody. I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors, the Up North Media Center, the City Opera House, the Northern Express Weekly, WTCM News Talk Radio, Northwestern Michigan College, and today's underwriters, the LIAA. Let's give it up. Don't forget to join us next time when we have Building Bridges with Music, Jeff Haas and Bill Allen on the show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I would like to give a big round of applause for you, the audience. You're so wonderful. Thank you for coming today.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh baby, you treat me so mean. The meanest man that I have ever seen. Well, I guess if I say so, you're gonna have to pack your things and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.